Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist. Now before we get started, I just want to say I got timestamps in the description below so you can go and check out what I'm talking about that you actually want to hear in case you don't want to hear certain things, okay? But start this off with the flow sentiment. All right, I already have it filtered for $200,000 premiums or above, so it's bearish. 24% for calls, 76% for puts, so it's pretty one-sided. The big money is pretty bearish. Okay, yesterday we saw those millions of dollars going into puts, and then the very next day, SPY opened much below where it closed the previous day. Okay, so what we're seeing right now, we see some calls coming in towards the end of the day. They're all 200K above. Nothing that aggressive. This is 443, pretty in the money. 448, they're pretty in the money. 460 is the only out the money one, so that doesn't really catch my eyes. All right, but we do see a lot, and I do mean a lot of puts. This was a block order, 1.9 mil, 1.2 mil. These were in the, yeah, they were pretty in the. No, this is out the money. 450 because they got in around 449. Was in the money. In the money, excuse me. This is really in the money. This was out the money. That's what I meant to say. And yeah, let's see, a 2.7 mil. This came after around 3:27 p.m. Yeah, millions of dollars still going into puts, guys. Yeah, these are out the money. 435, 435. This 2.7, 430. All right. So yeah, lots of money still going into puts. Big money still going into puts. But yeah, that's the flow sentiment. Now, this is my Discord, guys. I give, I try to give as much guidance as I can, and in my analysis and even my stock predictions. I don't really consider them predictions, but some people might, forecast or whatever. But yesterday I put at 4:41 p.m. because we had CPI this morning. I let my group know. Typically, the first move is a fake one, where price reacts in an obvious manner expected by the headlines. Obviously, we didn't hear much good stuff, right? So, what was the first move that the SPY made today? A bearish one. Okay, I let my group know the first one is usually a fake out, so something to watch out for. Then it typically reverses the other way, excuse me. It doesn't always happen, guys. Remember, there's no all the time in the market. Nothing's 100%. Okay, so I do it based on probability and based on the tendency. All right, so but today's plan was 459.5 to 460.5, and then 464 were my price targets today, as long as 452 holds on the dips. 452 fails, it's back to 445 to 446 zone. Okay, so like I always tell you, price action technical analysis, it's not predictions, it's not fortune telling. Okay, we have to watch the levels. We have to watch the support, resistance, reactions of it, and then act accordingly based on the scenario. So for me, 452, if it held, I'll be bullish. Below 452, I'll be bearish. You gotta keep it that simple. All right. Every morning I share my SPY and other ETFs, the support and resistance, but I always tell my plan right here. Friendly reminder to enter at support to resistance if you are bullish, and short at resistance to support if you are bearish. Okay, if resistance breaks, it becomes a new support. If support fails, it becomes a new resistance. False breakouts are bearish, which is what we had today. False breakdowns are bullish. Okay, that's my plan. So I hope you guys understand what my strategy is and my mindset when I do these price action technical analysis. Okay, so pretty much above 452, I'll be bullish. That was a critical support level. Below 452, I'd be bearish. Okay, now here is the 5-minute chart. Now right here at 8:30 a.m., that's when CPI came out. And what was the first move? A bearish one. Okay, it came all the way down. Now this is pre-market. I don't really care about pre-market. For the record, I don't. Okay, the real moves and all the volume happen within the trading hours. Okay, so I don't really care about pre-market. But it's good to watch sometimes, especially on days like this. That's the first move. That's that first trappy move I was telling you guys about, okay? Their first move was a bearish one, and it broke below the 452 support. Got a lot of people feeling bearish, right? But what happened at market open? This is 9:30. We tested as resistant, showing some good signs. Okay, this is why I don't 5 minutes. I'm just using the 5 minutes to show you guys to break down the day. But this is why I don't like trading the 5 minutes sometimes. So many fake outs, right? Because it break down, back test. That's healthy. But it needed to continue to treat that resistant. Next candle, it did not. It broke above with authority. All right, 452 recaptured. How do you know a level is recaptured? Well, if it treats that level as a support, as you can see, it did not treat that level as support. It just kept going up. What's another way? Depends on, you got to watch the chart and measure the movement, the strength of the movement. If you see SPY just, or any other stock really, just breaking through, like I'm talking smashing through, like Hulk smashing through the resistant, and it jumps up a whole dollar, at least $1 to $1.30, it's most likely that level's been recaptured. Okay, now like I always say, it's not everything's 100%. You as a trader must manage your risk. There's some things I cannot teach you no matter how much I explain it. You just have to do it and gain the experience yourself. Okay, so basically the bottom line is, got recaptured. It kept pushing up all the way back up to this white line right here. This white line is the 61.8 retracement level on the daily chart. That's at 457.4. It was serving as a tough resistance yesterday, and it was actually around there where it closed, just a little bit above. But today treated like resistance, as you can see. If you short from that level, which you're supposed to do, you're supposed to short from resistance to support, right? We knew this was a resistance, and if you short from there, congratulations, because as you can see, it just started pushing down for the rest of the day. Round trip. Then it hit 452. Big test. I told you guys, below 452, I'm bearish. Okay, we lost 452. Boom. Dropped right down to the next level. We played level to level. 452, right down to the next level. This white line is 450.4. That's the 50% retracement level. So from one level to another level, bounce from there, retested 452 as resistant. How do you know a level has been lost? Well, if it was support, and then it gets breaking down, it fails, and then retested it as a resistant, as you can see, that's how you know a level has been lost. And you can flip that upside down. If it breaks above support and then treats that support, if it breaks above resistant and then treats that resistant as a support, it's most likely going to head up higher. Okay, keep in mind, this is all based on probabilities. Okay, that's how you know a level's been lost or recaptured. So as you can see, this support over here got tested as a resistance. That was a sign, guys. That was a sign that we was going to see more downside. Boom. Went down, broke down the next support level. Then it started chopping. Okay. I had to let the group know. I saw some new patterns that I wanted them to notice. This is alerted at 3:10 p.m. Okay, I let them know this support at 447 based on an ascending triangle, okay, which we're gonna talk about. And then literally around 3:45 to 3:50, SPY dropped all the way down to 447, where it jumped about nearly 3 to 4. Actually, the high of this candle is 449.97. So from 447 to nearly 450, it jumped. That is a strong reaction. Okay. Also, this ascending triangle is one of the bull's last chance. Okay, let's get into this analysis. That was the recap of the day. Hope you guys learned something. Okay, so you see this purple line. That was support. Okay, put right here. That's the resistance of the ascending triangle. So okay, so you see this purple line right here, and these purple lines, that's an ascending triangle. A lot of you guys should know an ascending triangle is a bullish continuation pattern. Okay, so as you can see, it came down and tested that support, and we had some strong reaction. These are bull's last chance, and below that is another zone for tomorrow around 446. Okay, the blue support line. That's blue support line. It connects the May 2020 low to the October 2020 low to the February 2022 low. Okay, so that blue trend line, this is the low again. We'll recapture it and retest it as a support. That blue trend line is very critical. Okay, so 447 is support based on the ascending triangle. 446 is support based on this blue rising trend line. Okay, so give it a zone, 446 to 447. Remember, write this down or something, guys. That is the critical support. That is the bull's last chance. Because if that level is lost, I'm going to favor some new lows. Okay, bears like what I'm saying right now, but bulls probably not like what I'm saying. I'm just sharing the price action. Okay, guys, look, double top up here. All right, twice we tested the 61.8 retracement. As a matter of fact, today was the third day we tested it, and we got a rejection there. And today was a strong rejection. Not like this day on the February 2nd, we closed just a little below it. And then yesterday, we closed just a little above it. But today, it let us know. That level let us know. You will not pass. All right? It's like the wizard dude from Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass. And then we got a false breakout. Okay, yesterday we gapped up out of this triangle pattern that you see right here. Today we didn't just fill the gap. It was gap fill and trap fill. Okay, we filled the gap and we trapped. You saw the intraday movement. It opened low and it went all the way back up. Trapped the bears. As soon as it hit resistance, it sold off. Trapped the bulls. Now we got a false breakout. A false breakout according to this yellow pennant right here, but we still got the ascending triangle in play. So we got to respect both the levels. 446 to 447 is a critical support level. If we get a bounce there, I'm talking a strong reaction from that level. Okay, where it hit that level, then it bounced $2-3. That's a good sign. A lot of demand in that zone, bullish. If it fails, if it drops below that level, if it drops below 446 and then treats 446 as a resistant, it's most likely going to drop down lower. And yes, I am favoring new low. Now, that is the bearish perspective of it. For me to be bullish again, we really seriously need to get back and break out of this triangle pattern again. Okay? We need to get back out of this triangle pattern again. Today could have been an overreaction to the news. We would have had a very bullish day, but the news just kept coming and it was a catalyst for the bearish price action. Today could have been an overreaction. Tomorrow we could recover. And for me, listen, price action is number one indicator. Okay? I'm not just trying to predict. I'm just saying this is what we need to watch out for. This is a possibility. That's it. Just a perspective. And the price, if it gets back above 452, that would be a breakout of this triangle pattern, and it would put 457.4, the 61.8 retracement back in play, which is also the resistance of this ascending triangle. If we break above it, then I would favor the 50-day moving average, which is currently today at 459.7. Okay, and then above that, I think we can go back to new all-time highs, and it'll align with the seasonality. But keep in mind, seasonality does not have to happen. It's only the average based on the average price action based on the last 20 years. Okay? So, as long as this false breakout continues to stay, all right, as long as SPY stays below 451.3 at this point, below 451.3, I am bearish. Okay, if we get a rejection from there. If we break below 446 and break down from this ascending triangle and this blue trend line, I am bearish as well. That's a bearish signal, and I'm favoring new lows. I don't think the support of this triangle pattern would hold. Okay, it will serve as a support, of course. It's around 443. That's also aligns with the 38.2 retracement level, but I don't think it'll hold. I think we'll get some strong selling if these support levels fail. Okay, I truly believe 446 to 447 is the bull's last chance. Okay, if we lose it, well, we got double top, false breakout, And if we lose that support, how much more signs do you need, guys? I'm not even talking about the news. You go listen to the news right now, you find a lot of signs on why we should be bearish. I'm talking just simply price action. Double top, false breakout, and if we lose 446, I'm favoring new lows. Okay? To be bearish, to be bullish again, we have to get above 452, and above 452, I believe will trigger a squeeze to the upside. A good move to the upside. Okay? Let's take a look at the VIX. Now, around the time when SPY came and tested the support of the ascending triangle, the VIX also tested the 61.8 retracement around 24.97, as you can see right here. All right? VIX is looking bullish right now, by the way. It was looking bearish yesterday. It lost this yellow trend line. It lost the 21.14 support level, which was a 78.6 retracement level. But today, it recaptured both levels. It even broke back above the 50-day moving average and went and tested 61.8. So we need to see follow through if you're a VIX bull, that is. Okay? So obviously 21.95 must continue to hold above this yellow trend line and continue to go up. We need to break above 25 to put 27.66 in play, which is the 50% retracement level. All right? Below 21.9. If we lose 21.9 and lose this trend line, we'll put 21.14 back in play, which is the critical support level. And if that's lost, I'm going to favor downside to the 200-day moving average. And of course, I like to watch the VIX because a bearish VIX is a bullish SPY. But right now, the VIX is looking pretty bullish. It's recapturing some critical levels that was lost. So if it continues to be bullish, most likely the SPY will head down to new lows and break these support levels. Okay? So that's what I got for SPY. QQQ also had a false breakout, as you can see. All right, had a false breakout. It gapped up, filled the gap, and trap filled, just like with SPY. All right, so to be bullish again, it needs to get back above 361. No exception. No exceptions. Excuse me, talking too much. Tongue get a little twisty. Anyways. So watch reaction there. We continue to get rejection there, or we continue to not be able to break above. I'm bearish to more downside. 352 is my next price target. Very critical. It holds. I doubt it'll hold. All right. Do have some support here below 352. I do have some support here at 347. All right. So I'm bearish. The only way I would be bullish is above 361. Okay. So because I'm bearish, I'm going to be looking for shorting opportunities at resistance. All right, cap lock on the at resistance part. Okay, you can't just enter. I mean, at least that's what I don't recommend, just entering anywhere. All right, be surgical, be strategic with your entries, guys. Dow Jones, now unlike the QQQ and the SPY, Dow Jones actually did not have a false breakout. It actually held pretty well. All right, so very interesting with Dow Jones. Okay, we had a breakout, a healthy breakout, not like the other ones. Gap up, and then today it retested the breakout level. This is actually bullish price action. Now it has to continue hold, of course. Okay, 351.6 is a critical level. That's the breakout level. Dow Jones continue to stay above that. 355 is in play, then 361. We could see more upside, but if we lose that level, we're going to see more downside. There's a support at 350.4, but I doubt it'll hold. Then a nice juicy move to the downside at 345.9. And honestly, I think if we get a false breakout, it's possible, we could head down to test a previous low down here at 331. All right? But anything could happen. Anything could change. All right? You just got to be flexible with that. That's the thing. The price action is always changing and forever telling a different story. So as traders, we got to be flexible, IWM, as you can see, had strong rejection at the 50% retracement. Tried to get above it, but couldn't stay above. Strong sell-off. Still managed to close above 203, though. 203.16. That's a 38.2 retracement level. Still managed to close above. And it bounced off the 5-day moving average. So IWM still showing some signs of bullishness, okay? So 203 needs to continue to hold to keep 207.8 in play and to see if we get another crack at it. If we can break through this time, okay? Because if we get another strong rejection, might see some more downside, okay? So if we still see more rejection at 207.8, bearish. If we lose the 5-day moving average as support, so if IWM drops below 202, bearish, okay? But if it continues to hold above 203, all right, we'll see how it treats 207, how it reacts to 207, okay? Just play it level by level. But I'll switch over to bears once we lose the 5-day moving average. Right now, there's still some buying pressure there, okay, to the upside. Tesla, let me go to a smaller time frame. 4 hours, not too bad. I mentioned to you guys we had an ascending triangle on Tesla. 4-hour chart can show you a little better. As you can see, rejected pretty close. We went close to the resistance line of the ascending triangle again today. Got pretty close to it, but ultimately failed. And also, that was yesterday. Today, holy moly, look at that big body candle to the downside. That's a breakdown, guys. Breakdown. So, officially, I am bearish on Tesla. All right? And hey, don't kill me, Tesla bulls. I'm just reporting the price action here. To be bullish again, I like to see Tesla get back above 914 to get back and recapture this ascending triangle, okay? If it treats 914, if it reach back test and treats it as a support resistance, and you get some strong selling pressure, that's very bearish, okay? If you guys been watching my videos enough, I'm expecting you guys to know how to tell when it's bearish price action, how to tell when it's bullish price action by now, okay? Anyways, as long as below 914, next price target is around 890. That's the next support, and below that, 854. Okay, that 890 price target has been tested a lot. I believe the more times you knock on something, the weaker it gets. So I'm not confident it'll hold. Okay, I will be, like I said, if it bounced from there, I would still probably wait for it to recapture the ascending triangle. Okay, got to get back above 914. Actually, I'm looking at this level 914.3. So yeah, 914.5, 915. The higher the better. Okay, so as of right now, bears on the Tesla. And that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys found some value in this video. I really try to do my best. Sometimes my best not good enough, but I really do try. I really do care, man. I want us all to succeed. I really do. So anyways, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you all soon.